Thursday. Welcome to On the Move with Nan and Cam. And today we're joined by Paige from the Richmond Experience. Paige, we were just talking about how do you say your last name? We want to make sure we're saying it right.
Poprocky.
Yeah. Also, we then had a discussion. Cool. I think about this every time I email you. You have the best name in the world, maybe. Yeah. Like the last name is fun. So cool. And with Paige, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is an alliteration. It's not my maiden name, and I'm divorced.
Oh man! So it's just fate.
Yeah. I asked my former husband, because we're close, we're friends, and I was like, "Do you care if I keep the name?" And he's like, "No." And so I don't know. I might go back to my maiden name eventually, but right now I do really love my name.
It's a cool name.
I often get asked if, the family invented pop rocks. I wish.
That would be great. If you were a pop rock heiress, what a wonderful life that would be.
I mean, I love pop rocks. They're so cool.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Well, Paige is joining us today because she's with the Richmond Experience. And the Richmond Experience is a huge part of the 10K with us because they are our presenting sponsors of the 10K Community Spirit, or I think actually it's just Spirit Contest, 10K Spirit Contest. But I always throw community in there by accident because the community is what makes it so great. So I feel like
spirit.
Yeah, they're giving spirit.
Yeah, they're giving that spirit.
So really, Paige's is the second year that the Richmond Experience has been a sponsor of that. And I feel like this is something that in our marketing, we've really gone wild with the last couple of years because it is such a big part of the 10K. If you've been out there, it's crazy. So before we dive into that though, just give us a little bit of background on you, how you came to Richmond and got to work for Richmond Experience and kind of what you do at Richmond Experience.
Sure. For me, it kind of all goes back to 2012. I actually moved to Richmond from Pennsylvania to be a teacher. So I was a teacher for 9 years, but got into the wine world because if you're familiar with Virginia, we grow a lot of wine.
Oh, yeah.
So as a teacher on the weekends, I would want to go to wineries and relax and have a glass of wine. So I fell in love with wine and I started working at a local winery. And in 2019, I launched my wine blog, Sips and Trips with Paige. And during COVID, I was bored because I was a teacher and we really we were Zooming and stuff. And so I reached out to the Richmond Experience because I was a longtime follower. And I said, hey, do you need anybody to write your wine guides? Because if so, I'm your girl. And so I started working with the Richmond Experience in 2020, just as a contributing writer. And then I knew I wanted to get out of teaching. So I had my blog and stuff. So I reached out to Sam and I was just like, I'm ready to transition. Do you have an opening? And it was very serendipitous. So I came on full time in February 2022 and I am the social media manager.
Awesome. What grade did you teach out of curiosity?
For those 9 years, I taught a little bit of everything, but I was a special ed teacher. So
okay.
Everything between kindergarten to 5th grade.
I can't imagine during COVID that was probably even harder than other teachers' experiences at times.
Yeah, it was a very interesting couple of years.
Yeah.
So I just don't. 2021, where I taught, I was in Louisa County.
Mm-hmm.
We were the only school district that went back, and we did hybrid. And I would have to say it was my favorite year of teaching because the kids only came in twice a week. We had a whole planning day. It was actually doable. And so just, going from that to that back to normal.
Yeah.
It was so out of reach. And I was just like, I need to get out of this for my mental health. It was just a wild world.
Yeah, I think it probably made a lot of people reevaluate what they did and what their day-to-day looked like, for sure.
Right.
For sure.
I think that now too, now that we work hybrid, I say it all the time, I don't think I could ever not work hybrid because this is it just conforms to your life and you're so able to do everything that you need to get done when you're not sitting down at a place every single day.
Yeah, it's the best of both worlds, for sure.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree. It's just you kind of have to find what works for you. And I knew that wasn't working for me anymore. And I knew my passions led elsewhere. And so like I said, I am super grateful for, the path that led me here, because I love Richmond and
Mhm.
I love my job. And I think, now I have the best of both worlds. So it is very cool.
What do you think is the best part of your job? Because since you said you love your job, what do you think is like your
Yeah.
favorite part?
Well, with what I do, I am the social media manager. So I take the lead on our Instagram and TikTok, and those accounts reach over 100,000 Richmonders. So between that, just knowing um, I can uplift a small business or a local nonprofit is just such a privilege. I get to share a bit more about them on our platform. And, the whole goal with the Richmond Experience is to create content that makes it easier for folks living in Richmond to get out and make the best of what makes Richmond home for them. And
Mhm.
that's what it's all about. So it's just about uplifting those local small businesses that might not have a chance to get their name out there. And then our platform just amplifies their voice.
Yeah, I do. I think like because I follow you guys on my personal account, I'll see stuff that I'm like, how have I never like heard of this? This place looks so good, like a food place, or I'm like, I never knew that we could go do this. So it definitely works. Like it definitely brings awareness to the smaller parts of Richmond that people may not have heard of, that their accounts couldn't like reach that many people.
Yeah, Cam's a big trier, so she
Yeah.
loves the Richmond Experience because anytime I ask like, "What'd you do this weekend?" She's like, "Oh, well, we went to this like four things that we've never been to before
Hmm.
to experience," and I'm like, "You're just out there."
Yeah, I'm from Chester, and I never was over in Richmond much. So now that I work here, I'm like, I want to try all these things because I didn't know about
Yeah.
any of this stuff.
Yeah, it is very cool, because when I moved here, I lived in like the suburbs, like I lived in Short Palm. And so
Hmm.
now living in Richmond, just
Yeah,
how cool it is. Just the accessibility of everything. I'm always on our trails, which I'm sure you guys play a
yeah,
big part in that. And it's so small, but it's so vast at the same time. Like there's so many hidden gems, there's so many great restaurants, there are so many little pocket parks and like cool little things that, you know, a lot of folks wouldn't be able to, see or do without somebody sharing about it. So, yeah, that's where I come in, and that is truly the best part of my job.
yeah. I think it's definitely you nailed it because I feel like I feel very passionate about living here. I went to VCU, grew up in Harrisonburg, so like not that far, but then went to VCU, loved it, stayed, and sometimes I'm like, oh, it's wild that I've lived here for like 16 years and still feel so like great about a place, or I'm not like it's not stale to me. And I think it's because like Richmond changes a lot, and it's that
Hmm.
little big town feeling of stuff is always changing, but then there's also all these like weird, uniquely Richmond things that
Weird.
like people, the community always loves and gets behind. And I'm like, I don't feel like other places have that. And so I think it was like when really leads into like when thinking of the 10K, everybody that works here feels passionately about Richmond as well and living here. And
Hmm.
that's a huge part of our mission is like wanting to show off those hidden gems. And whether that is a place or a group of people, I think the community spirit contest, I'm gonna keep messing up the name, really
Hmm.
really lends itself to that. And so we were talking about it, we'd never had a sponsor for that. And when we were talking about it, we were like, what about the Richmond Experience? Because your reach is so big and your mission is so entwined with that. So why do you think the 10K Spirit Contest was a great opportunity for the Richmond Experience?
Yeah, well, we always pride ourselves in keeping folks in the know of everything that's going on. And the Ukrop's Monument Avenue 10K is the best of the best. I've been doing the 10K since I moved here. It always happens, right when people are coming out of like their winter hibernation. So
Yeah.
it makes a great kickoff to spring. And everybody's just so happy to be there, from the runners to the walkers to the cheering sections. And we're that one friend who has the inside scoop of what's going on, and the 10K is what we're recommending. And so it just was such a great alignment of everything that we do and you guys do. And it just felt like the perfect match. It's
Yeah.
just, yeah. it was,
Perfect
again,
match, blending.
Perfect match, yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
it makes me think about like how when we interviewed Jason from Think and he was like where he's from in DC, I think it was.
Yeah.
Or Nova, and he was like they would never do this up here. And I was like, yeah, like Richmond finds something that they love and they get behind it and then everybody's behind it and that's what makes it so great.
And then it lives on.
Then it lives on because everybody's like, duh. Like, yeah, we do that. What are you talking about? Everybody knows about that. So yeah, I feel like when you said Richmond is weird about like the things that we love and get like Duke's mayonnaise and tomatoes and like we're standing behind Duke's mayonnaise. Like
yeah, we're niche. We'll be with you, ride or die.
Exactly. So how do you, with the spirit groups, how do you think they contribute to the 10K?
Oh.
And like what do you think that they contribute? Because obviously, I mean, they look great standing on the side, but like what else do you think that they contribute to besides photo ops?
For sure. Well, they keep the events super fun and motivating, you know? I mean, for some people, this might be their first 10K. It might be, you know, their 100th. Or they might, you know, just be setting a goal to just finish it, you know? And so they're the people on the sidelines that are making it fun, making it entertaining. It's not just, you know, a normal race.
Yeah.
And no matter like whether you're setting a new goal, the spirit contest, you know, just keeps the mood light. It's a big party. And, you know, when it comes to who knows how to party, it's always the jammin' grannies.
They do.
Yeah.
They're the definition.
So good.
They
so
are
good.
the definition. And so for me last year, Sam is the founder of the Richmond Experience. Sam and I walked it. And it was just so cool walking past all these folks who are cheering for everybody. It gives you goosebumps.
Mm-hmm.
Makes everybody just so happy. We're all out there together. We're all Richmond. I mean, people were like, Richmond Experience. And I was like going over. I think somebody like shot champagne or sparkling wine in my mouth.
Wow.
That's
an experience in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. It keeps everything so fun, such a party. As we say, it's like the big block party of the month, and so it's fun.
Did you see the Jammin' Granny's roller rink spectacular that they did this past weekend?
Yeah.
I was out of town with my girlfriend that lives in Charleston and one of my other girlfriends that lives here. And I just was like manically like showing them constantly. I was like, look at this. These are the grandmas. Because my one friend that doesn't live in Richmond, I was like, if you lived here, you would be a Jammin' Granny. I was like, she loves dressing up. I was like, these would be your people. And they're out at the roller rink. Love.
I was kind of upset because they were at Chester.
Oh, you could have gone.
Chester Skateland. And I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, why didn't they tell me?
Why didn't you leave your house right then in real time? Didn't you just get a pair of skates?
I've had it.
You've had it. Okay.
But
yeah, you're not jumping on the skate train. You're new.
Yeah.
You're a seasoned professional.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, wow, Granny's like, I really could have been there. That is my home skate rink.
Man.
Yeah,
sorry. Tell them next time, drop them a DM.
Yeah. Hey, invite me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. They would love you.
Yeah. It would be so fun. Are the Jammin' Grannies your favorite, or do you have any other favorites?
I mean, they're definitely up there. It's just
it's hard.
Their whole persona, I mean, and didn't you tell me this is their 10th year?
It is.
Yeah,
which is wild to me.
Yeah. So
I've been here for 10 years and I didn't like think that. So I remember very clearly the first year they were at the 10K because they didn't like tell us. I mean, they weren't a thing. So they didn't tell us and we like saw them in Monroe Park in the morning and we were like, what's going on over here? And I like told our other, like at the time, our PR and communications manager, I was like, hey, there's like these ladies dressed up as grandmas just dancing over there. And we just thought they were like part of the dress up and run contest, which I think they might've been that first year. But yeah, it was wild to me to think that was 10 years of grandma.
Yeah. Now they're paired up with their own DJ on a corner and like they're like a thing.
Yeah, it's just cool. I love how they have their own Instagram and how they like get ready and, you know, just make fun content. It makes you excited for the race day. So yeah, they're definitely one of my favorites. But I mean, I love just even the small porch parties. Last year, somebody did like was it Jimmy Buffett themed? Everybody
Oh
was
yeah, the parrot heads are out there every year. Yeah.
heads. Love them. Um, so, we off the couch, I think they ran it and then they like formed a
They're
spirit
wild.
group,
Yeah.
ran it, then ran back. We're cheering everybody on. So just everybody. It is a collective effort, but the Jammin' Grannies do have a special place in my heart.
And you all, I think, is this your first year that you're going to judge it? I think we still judged it last year.
Yeah, I think so. So that would be really cool. We would love to do that. I mean, there's going to be a whole group of us this year walking
Okay.
in. I think Kelsey, she's our managing editor. She actually has been participating in the 10K training group with the
Yeah.
Y. And so she's going to be running it this year. But there's going to be a group of us walking and like taking in everything, taking pictures, content, just joining in on the fun.
Yeah. How's Kelsey's training been going?
Good. She's really been enjoying the 10K group with the Y. She was explaining it to me and just how it's just helping her motivate. She just had a baby. 2 years. Might have been 2 years. No, last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say it feels recent. Yeah,
feels recent. So she's just like getting her groove on again, back into her sneakers and running. And it was just a great jumping start in.
Yeah, Cam is doing it for the first time as well. Did you do your? This put you on the spot. You do your 3 miles on the treadmill?
I did do it yesterday.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I did my 3 miles on the treadmill. It was raining so hard, and I was like, I do not want to do this on the treadmill, but here we go. I did it.
Yeah, you wouldn't have wanted. I walked from where I parked to the VCU game in the rain last night, and the front of my pants was so wet.
Yeah,
it was disturbing. Like there was a puddle under my seat in the Seagull Center, so you would not have wanted to You would not have wanted to run in that. I'm proud of you. Treadmill running sucks.
Yeah, it did. I did like interval things, like for 400 meters at a time. So
yeah, make it a little bit more spicy.
Yeah, I made it through. So I wasn't just rocking around on the treadmill.
Yeah,
but it's been great. I will say that. They were super encouraging. I missed the first 2 weeks out with the group, and then my third week, everybody was like, "You did so good," and they were giving me high fives, and I was like, "Y'all are so nice!" Like, wow. So, yeah,
that's what they're there for.
Very encouraging.
Yeah.
So with you potentially judging, that's a big responsibility, and the people they're going to be out there trying to persuade you. Is there anything that you think, sneak peek for people that might be part of the contest, that the judges will be looking for this year? What's your judging criteria?
Right, rubric.
Yeah. Uniqueness is always a plus. Okay. We love being unique. I am a sucker for a creative sign.
Oh, me too.
Me too.
So anything that's super clever is going to make it a front runner. But we do love our big groups. The more the merrier. I even remember there was a group all decked out in Christmas. Like it was just creative. I love
that one was fun.
Yeah, we love just creativity, fun. Everybody together for one cohesive goal. What is your goal? So, and I love a clever sign. Those are funny. They usually make me laugh. So
yeah.
all signs should make you laugh. Yeah,
we had some good ones last year.
Yeah. I do also like I love the marathon. I always think about how I love the marathon in the fall, and I love the signs that come out for that. And the community comes out in a very similar way, but I love the weirdness of anything goes on 10K day. If you want to dress up like it's Christmas in not July, but in April, if you want to dress up like that, that's great. If you want to we've had people dress up. Last year there was a costume that was Edgar Allan porta potty. And it was I saw them and I was like, I can't even tell, what are you? And then I was like, oh, it makes sense.
It does.
It's
especially
beautiful.
For Richmond.
Yeah. So I just it's anything goes, and let your imagination fly.
Yeah. That's what, and that's what makes it fun. So creativity is key here.
Yeah.
If you're watching this and you're going to do it, stay on your toes, because you never know when they're going to walk by and be paying attention to you.
Yeah. Are you going to be Richmond Experienced out, or are you going incognito?
We're going to have our Richmond shirts. So
they say you're get lots of freebies.
Yeah.
We'll see. So it's funny. Some folks recognize us, some folks don't. So, It's hit or miss. You never know. We could blend in.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna go into our this or that's with you, but before that, is there anything upcoming with the Richmond Experience that you want people to be on the lookout for, or where can they? I say where they can find the Richmond Experience, but the name is pretty self-explanatory.
It's at the Richmond Experience.
Yeah, you can always find us on Instagram. That's probably where we're most prevalent, at the Richmond Experience. You can find us on TikTok as well. And of course, the richmondexperience.com, we're your one-stop shop for everything to eat, see, drink, and do in Richmond. We have over 200 city guides, with sharing everything around Richmond. We have our hand-curated calendar if you need something to do during the week or the weekend. We offer member perks. We offer our weekly newsletter with all the top things that you need to know in Richmond. And then I also send out the Weekender on Thursdays. It's probably going out real soon. Top 5 events happening in Richmond this weekend. So if you ever need to know, we're just like that one-stop shop. We tie everything up in a pretty bow, and it's just for you. So check us out if you haven't, or if you've never even heard of us.
Yeah, I get the emails, love the emails, always look forward to them, look for them when I'm thinking of something to do for the weekend. And also a member, and highly encourage that because you guys always have great perks. And we are also big readers in this office, and we've been loving that you guys now have a book club.
Book club?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tonight. Book club's tonight.
Our book club is tonight. Our
tonight.
in-office book club. We just finished Wayward.
Okay,
what did you guys read?
We read the Alice Network.
Okay. I feel like I've heard of the Alice Network.
It was a really, really good book. But I mean, we have about 30 to 40 folks join us every month for our book club. It's
awesome.
It's really cool. It's a great perk that we offer because essentially we are the ones, behind the scenes managing it, where we tell you where to go, what time. You guys, they vote for the book, and then we just all show up, chat about it. It's a great way for folks to kind of explore Richmond too.
Yeah.
We usually go to a different venue every month. And that way they get to explore a little bit as well.
Yeah. And can anybody join that, or is that just for members?
It is a member perk. So it's for members, but
you should become a member anyway. So
yeah.
We think so, and we think we're pretty affordable. I mean, it is $39 a year, but I mean, a lot of publications are $35 a month. And
you're spending $39 when you go into Target. So just spend it for experiences.
Yeah.
And so it just helps us keep doing what we're doing. We are a small team of 3, and it just helps us be able to do, to work and to keep sharing and doing what we're doing. So, I just think it's awesome. I was a member for years before I joined. So I do believe in it, and that's why I work for it.
That's great. Yeah, and we believe in it, and we're so excited to have you guys as partners. So thank you so much.
So fun.
Yeah.
Of course. Thank you guys.
All right, this is where we get into the real heavy hitters. We tried to make them kind of Richmond and Richmond Experience themed. You want to kick it off?
Yeah. Okay, so we know that you guys travel and do a lot of things around, even a little outside of Richmond. Mm-hmm. Or even just go in and experience and record what the insides of places look like. So when you do end up traveling, do you prefer a boutique hotel or an Airbnb, a fun Airbnb?
Probably a fun Airbnb.
Yeah, I love a themed Airbnb. Those are just
I was telling Cam, I was stalking you. I was telling her about your 70s themed Airbnb you were just at. I think I sent that link to all my girlfriends and was like, can we go here?
So cool. Yeah, and I like to cook. I like to be able to make my own breakfast. Sometimes my girlfriend and I just like to have a charcuterie board dinner. I prefer to have a kitchen. And so that's why I like, Airbnbs a little bit more. But I mean, I love a boutique hotel too.
Yeah.
Richmond has a bunch of them.
They do. We keep getting more, I feel like.
Yeah, which I didn't realize until during the marathon, Martinez told me where he was staying. Where did they stay?
I don't know where he stayed.
Where all of them stayed.
I think they just stayed at a Marriott.
No. It was a boutique. It was a cool.
Okay.
It wasn't Quirk. It was something else.
Was it The Graduate? No.
No. Whatever it was. Okay. He was like, yeah, I'm staying here. And I was like, I don't know what that is. And he was like, what do you mean you live in Richmond? I was like, you know how many places are in Richmond?
Yeah.
How many like weird things and why would I stay in a hotel in Richmond if I live here? I was like, that doesn't make sense. But
True.
I love any local boutique hotels though, because that means they have a cute bar. Yeah, so if then it's a great another socialization spot.
Yes.
What's the other one with the golf in it?
Oh, Hotel Green.
Hotel Green.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
What the heck? Like what?
Well, you know that's not a hotel.
It's not?
Oh, I didn't know it wasn't a hotel.
No, it's not. You need
I thought you could also say I've been to it multiple times, so this is double embarrassing.
No, I've never been to it.
It's not a hotel. It's a putt-putt place and a bar.
Wow, I just assumed the rooms were somewhere I couldn't see.
Yeah. When Ashley
really
was
learning new things
for Christmas.
I went to the Christmas bar. Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh my gosh, you guys are cracking me up. Now I'm gonna have to do a post about that because people might think it's
right. Hey everybody, this is not a real hotel.
I had friends that just like I saw somebody I know and they always give you the postcards when you're there, like just frame the postcards. And I was like, I wonder if they have them framed in the rooms. Like, I'm just an idiot.
No, they don't. They do not.
Hotel Green, get yourself some rooms, and then people will just stay.
Hold on, I gotta look up their Instagram because I'm pretty sure like they're like this is not a hotel.
No, I think you would know. You would know more than us.
Yeah, mini golf, lobby, bar, and restaurant. Yeah, it's just they're going with a theme.
The fact that you've been there and it's like there's a hotel somewhere here.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll just tuck into one of the beds on the mini golf course one night and stay.
It's fine.
Oh wow! Excited to see what other truths we uncover with these. So your next one is Richmond is very. Cam mentioned the Duke's mayonnaise love. Richmond gets particular about some local food situations. If you were picking Hanover tomato or White House roll, which one?
Hanover tomato.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Those Hanover tomatoes. What's your favorite way to eat a Hanover tomato?
Duke's mayo and like white bread.
Yes, my mom loves that.
So yeah, I go hard for hot tomato summer.
Me too.
I don't even want to know how many like calories or how many like BLTs I eat that week. It doesn't matter. It's Duke's hot tomato summer. So
yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely a tomato girly.
I stole a hot tomato summer pin from a restaurant, and I'm fine to admit it. I had seen them when I'd been in like the previous year, and I was like, I'm a real rule follower. So I was like, I want one of those. And my husband was like, why don't you just take it? And I was like, I can't do that. Yeah, and then second year, I got brave, and I was like, no, they're not going to miss this. I'm taking this.
Yeah, they probably have more.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I have a lot of swag.
That's a great answer.
I have a lot of Duke swag.
Oh yeah, jealous. I'm really jealous. I have a hot tomato summer koozie as well that's very beloved, but I've never shout out to the squirrels. I've never bought any of their hot tomato summer swag, and I really need to treat myself.
Yeah, there were some really cute things last year.
Yes.
I didn't partake, but I mean I definitely want to. I just have a few hats that I
crucial
love. Yeah. But yeah. Okay. Hanover tomato.
Okay.
Love that. Okay, third, this or that. Both very big in Richmond. A lot of options. Would you prefer going to a festival on the weekend or a brewery on the weekend?
Ooh. Probably a festival.
Same.
And my favorite, I mean, I love River Rock, Dominion River Rock. I love the Folk Festival. Those are probably
Folk Festival's great. That's with our River Rock partners, Venture Richmond. So we give all the love to the Folk Festival. That's a fun one. You should definitely go to that one this year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's great.
I went to the Cape Pasa Festival last year. That was fun. It was hot, but it was fun. And then I want to go. I've never been to the Second Street Festival. Everybody raves about the Second Street Festival.
It is cool.
I was doing something last year, so I missed it. But I come from like working on weekends because I was a server, so I never got to really do anything. But last year I was like, I'm going to try doing all this stuff. And the what's the Irish one or the St. Patrick's Day?
Shamrock the Block.
Yeah.
Can be a wild
that's
time.
Wild. Yeah. Hers, I went to
wild times.
I went to
You're young though. You enjoy
Wegmans or something or a Whole Foods down near where it was last year. And I saw everybody and I was like, Dang, that was today.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go next year.
We haven't had St. Patrick's Day yet.
No,
you're
not
ready.
yet. Yeah.
I like a Greek festival, big Greek festival. Can't miss.
Yum.
Yeah.
Yes. Love the Greek festival.
Yeah. Richmond, I love it's a festival town.
Yeah,
very into that.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Your last one made Cam laugh downstairs. But when we're talking wheels, are you on the Capitol Trail or are you on a electric scooter around town?
I'm definitely not on a scooter. I fell off of
She
those.
said she couldn't picture you on a
I
scooter.
said I couldn't picture her on a scooter.
No, I have fallen off of a scooter.
Dramatic.
Yeah, so I'm not getting back on it.
Never again. Yeah, definitely the Capitol Trail.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. The Capitol Trail definitely more aligns with the sports backers. So we love that.
100%.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I don't know if it's frowned upon, but I bet you could ride a scooter on the Capitol Trail.
I'm sure
I'm sure it's been done too.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's been done. Yes.
I don't ride a scooter very often, but when I do, I'm like, wow, this is amazing.
Really?
Yeah. Which is weird because I'm very
to-
risk averse. Like I don't like anything where I'm not very graceful, like where I could potentially fall and hurt myself, but the scooter will get me in the right mood.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We tried to do it in DC a couple years ago and we got the app and they were all booked up. They were like, oh, somebody already, I'd be like, oh, there's a new one.
Yeah.
Somebody already booked it, is on the way. I was like, okay, well, I think this is a sign telling me not to get on one of these things.
Yeah, I've definitely double ridden with my husband, who is very tall, and that's not smart.
I fell off. I
rode double riding.
Yeah, and we both just missed.
All right, that's good for me to hear a cautionary tale.
Don't do it again. Yeah,
quit my poor scooter etiquette.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, if I wouldn't have had such a crappy first experience, I would definitely try it again. But I mean, I was hurting, like bruises. I hurt my shoulder.
No.
I'm like, I'm too old for this.
Yeah, I am too, honestly. That's like, I think a lot about things that could just put you out of commission now as I get older. Yeah, you got to keep that mobility.
Yeah, that's important for sure.
Yeah. Well, Paige, thank you so much. This was great. It was great to just hang out with you for a little bit. And we are so excited that you're involved with the 10K and we can't wait to see you out on course. Everybody, keep your eyes peeled for the judges.
For those shirts. Yeah, they'll have them on.
Yeah, we're excited. Thanks so much for including me and thanks for partnering with the Richmond Experience. It's such a cool partnership. So we really appreciate it.
It definitely is. We love you guys. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.